Many thanks for choosing us. Management of the Kejetia Market failed to rectify some anomalies identified in the fire control mechanisms of the market. According to the Ashanti Regional Fire Commander ACFO1 Henry Jiwa, several written complaints for the management to fix the problems were not heeded too. For this reason, the fire department refused to renew the fire certificate at the market after its expiration in 2021. That's their preliminary findings following yesterday's fire, which has led to the shutdown of the facility. We'll hear from the service shortly. First, here's a recap of what happened.
It is alleged the fire started from a shop at a section of the market where combustibles are sold. Traders made attempts to stop the spread, but were unsuccessful. According to the Ashanti Regional Director of NADMO, Frank Diodu, some materials exploded as the fire raged.
There was a fire incident which had burnt quite a number of shops, which is not that much though to say. But the fire started from one shop and spread to the other shops. The very area that began the fire are areas where we find items being sold at cupboard, what do you call it, tap-in-time, catapult, which are all prone to fire. So when it started from one end, we got to the ground, we got to know they tried to put the situation down, but it got out of hand before they could call fire. There were explosions and all that, which we are yet, together with fire, to investigate, to know how the explosion came by.
Several fire tenders arrived at the scene to douse the flame. The security services and some traders aided the rescue of people trapped in the facility. Cranes of the construction firm contractor came in handy for the rescue efforts. An eyewitness narrates.
Every third floor over down. And the third floor over down.
Until the contractors brought their cranes, they had tied a cloth from the third floor. With that, some people were descending from the top. A woman tripped, but the police were able to catch her. But for them, she would have died.
Second floor. Mommy can show us second floor. What's it to me? It's a pan first floor, third floor, a pan floor. I can get police for now. And a police guy on our friend NS, Sefredo. I dear Papa, can you not police for Nick a second? I come go.
The Kejetia Market has since been cordoned as security personnel patrol the enclave. Mr. Diodu says the fire service and other security agencies are expected to be in the market on Thursday to start investigations.
There has been a small discussion with management of the market. We've urged them to put out a publication out there. Activities for tomorrow at the market could not be carried out at the early hours of tomorrow. They are yet to come out, which we are recommending close to the midday. And even if the shops are open, we do also recommend that they will be closed up, then people will leave for proper works to be carried out so that the other side that were not affected could get light. But for the meantime, I'm not sure business activities could be carried out very early in the morning.
The market, which was redeveloped in 2017, is the biggest trading center in the Ashanti region with over 10,000 stores. The first phase of the project costs the government $298 million. For JoyNews, Nanaya Ochima, Kumasi.
We can now hear from the Ashanti Regional Fire Commander ACFO1 Henry Jiwa, who says some safety measures were ignored. According to him, investigations have begun.
We are still investigating. Just like you know, we don't have to speculate. We've heard so many stories. But as professionals, we have to make sure we get exactly what happens. So we are still investigating. What we can say is we know where the fire started. But as to what happened before the fire started, we are yet to establish.
What has been the operation yesterday when had hectic time dousing this flame?
It wasn't easy, but like you know, we were able to manage. And that has been fires, that is how it is. Normally when it happens, you have to come, and most of the times when you don't even know what is involved, you have to come and manage, and that is how it is. So we are all right with it.
So what was the challenge?
The challenge was the couplings, the hose rails. You see, they have installed almost everything that we need to fight fire over here. But the challenge is the couplings. It's not compatible with ours. So if you fight the fire using their hoses and you want to extend further, and you need to extend the line, that's where you have a challenge, because we can't use ours to extend. And theirs are also not available. So that was the initial challenge that we had. But we were able to mobilize some and manage the fire.
We know that you've been here on fire drills on a number of times.
Yeah.
Did you identify this challenge? What was the
we did, and we recommended to them. We've written to them severally. Even Minister even mentioned it. We've written to them severally that these things needs to be amended, these things need to be rectified before anything happens. Because most of the time we have to be proactive, and that's exactly what we try doing. Somebody will also ask, when they didn't do it, what did you do? At times you need to manage some of these things, because it's not that easy that you come and close down the Kejetia shop. You know the number of people that trade over here, it's about 8,000 shops. You come and close, look at the number of mouths that they are feeding. So most of the times you have to make sure that you compromise a little, but make sure the minimum standards are maintained.
So now there are some concerns from the traders that this market didn't have the fire certificate and other things that were supposed to help them renew their insurance and other things.
Yes, just like I said, we want the minimum standards to be maintained. And so far as we are concerned, they've not been, and that is why we've not renewed them. They've applied for it, but we've also written back to them, telling them exactly what we want them to do before we can renew it.
Meanwhile, the Ashanti Regional Security Council wants a shutdown, and that shutdown must last for at least 3 days. Regional Minister Simon Mensah says there is a need to establish reasons behind the failure of some installed firefighting systems at the market to activate and automatically douse the flame. He says issues of insurance at the market would also be established in the investigations. He's also worried about the composition of the board for the market. He reveals the Regional Coordinating Council should have been updated on happenings at the market.
Like the cars, solve the problem of traffic congestion. The ground floor in the terminal and a congestion, traders and pavements. So near the you know, you need to shop. One more time, be unable dear Banchi by rare Namnia Denina, Womina and ton shops not on tabletop. The consultant has agreed. When we use the first floor in our traditional market. The Yasa can be a Friday night Nisian. Say, drains, very effective drains around the market. The fees too, no, or more drains around the whole market. South flood and I experience in Hano, experience it. Yasa catch rooms at this time, it should be designed. Say, every market should have separate meter. And also, my dear, they are going to do that. Said, Yaka, ABS, and the consultants, and Sako fees to hope you help you. Do we have adequate emergency exits? Send your bay fire be an to rent and be seer. Nipan be Bribinia baby on Bidani. Afa. Yeah, fees soon, the things the design changes now. Let's please say it me implementing exactly as all of us have agreed. But problem about Nipan be Bribinia baby a Janiafa. Not like what happened here now. Send your fire for a year very fast. When we use you on Rupuno. At the time, I need to be fast. Ebia, somewhere better, no, and some papa, can be worse than this one.
Minister, you people say 8 this and as I back as in Nanso so no we share and know the nature of fire no na near me be to the home but yet near me be our shops what's I baby the shops on betons and your money
say medical cafe is normal ton car bag ewa ha na some adhesive say glue nya de glue mu nyina no catch fire spread very fast na ni ben na no shi menye fire officer but the little I've learned from fire for ne say enye ibia ni dum jabia even fire for no ba ha na beginning ebia wo nim kra say car bad na wa ha one year lucky cry initially no I don't be doom no first na very effective what the CO2 ne doom what the nsuo ne doom well they have what the foam in the doom but all depends on the type of fire na omehu enti utana ye no bana obi kura ntimi anka nkyerem say aha car bad na wo ha one way initially cry no don't be doom na nye but we thank God say fire service at least hardly do people praise them but now they say most radio stations are monitoring praise fire service and even the police command. Yes, metia ibi say obi an shop be a Chinese be shop be a coffee machine be burn. It's not true. Fire service for na friend no turntable ladder and coffee they use it in rescue operations where.
You heard the Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Mensah explaining that he doesn't know much about fire, but the little he knows about fire shows that quenching fire requires a lot. He's, however, been commending the fire service for helping in dealing with the situation. Let's cross over to the Ashanti region, to the Kejetia Market, and speak with Nanaya Ojima. Nanaya, as we speak, what can you report from the Kejetia Market? What's the situation? Hello, Nanayao.
At the moment, the Kejetia Market is still locked. Yesterday, yeah, Aisha.
Go ahead, Nanayao.
Yesterday, per the information that was given out, the market was supposed to be opened by midday to allow people who trade in here access to their wares. Those who had perishable items here would be allowed to come in and get access to their wares, and if they would want to pack it out of the market, they do so. Those who have lockable shops but were unable to secure their wares will also be allowed to get to their wares and secure their shops and also their wares. But unfortunately, it's past midday, but still the people are here to get access to the market. Now from the gate, if you can see in your shot, there's some kind of exchanges between the traders here and also the market officials, that's the security men. At midday, the security men wanted to open the doors, but due to the rush at the gate, they had to once again shut it and try to do that, allow them to trickle in slowly. But unfortunately, some of the traders would not barge in. That is the cause of the scuffle between these traders and also the security men at the Kejetia Market. It's a very difficult situation here. As you can see, there's some struggle there, and some of the security men are trying to use some form of force to ensure that these people do not rush into the market. At the moment, I can see the exchanges still going on. The traders, a lot of them are livid, and this is being replicated in every entrance of the market. This is not the only entrance, this is the main one. In all the other entrances, there's similar situation there at the entrance. So I don't know what is going on now, but I can see the leadership of the market, Mr. Dufour, walking to the gate to also have a conversation with the traders, and we will see what will happen. I do not know the conclusion they will be able to reach, but hopefully they will allow these traders to come in and get access to their wares, and whatever they would want to pick, they get to pick it. So he's having a conversation with them. We are trying to get closer to him and listen to the conversation between himself and the traders. So this is Mr. Dufour. He is in charge of the Kejetia market. He manages the market, and that's in your shot are some of the traders who are outside and Mr. Dufour having a conversation.
3 days I can say 3 days I can say in your shop.
So he is communicating to them the decision that they've taken so far, and now the decision is that they will allow them to come in here for just 2 hours today to pack out their wares. So after today, those who do not have their shops affected by the fire will not get access to this market until Monday for them to complete investigation, also assessment being done here. Those who have their wares destroyed by the fire will have 3 hours each day till Monday to also come in and conduct their business or try to salvage some of their wares. As you can see, the market is now opened and a number of them are trickling in. I can see some calm now. Some people have now gotten access. Let me talk to some of this man. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, Odian is here, and I said,
yeah.
I said, no money, I break on
once yes, I know. A free and no in our lives of Yanama, once I know, yes, I need to man tonam. Yanamni now good fridge in in Jessiano, Yamak, Amakwama, Yinam Nanko Pepe Biancha, Nina Bessa, Becca.
When you broke gates, I know. Oh, that's a part. Now, and now I'm more a dozen.
And I'm a dozen, say, and I'm going to see a dozen a freeze, a copim noa, and I'm going to phone qua. And I'm bound to twice, so I don't see a fish. Oh, into what by your customers a year corner now the court. And as I obey your fridge baby a year corner now, they are going to say last number, can ever bano.
So he tells me that he deals in beef, and from all indication since yesterday, due to the electricity, due to the fire incident, electricity to the market was cut, and if they are unable to get access to the market to cut some of their products, they'll go rotten, and these are perishable items. That is why they were so livid and trying to get access to the place. But as you can see, now the market has been opened. All the other entrances are also open to allow people to get access to the market and try salvage some of their wares. So now it's free flow for the traders. They are all going straight to their shelves, shelters, and also their lockable shops to pick whatever they will need out of the place. The perishable items they have in there to pick them. Also those who have lockable shops.
You heard then Anaya Ojema with some update from the Kejetia market. We certainly will go back there for more in our subsequent bulletins. But let's